So keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. And close your eyes, please, and bring your attention to this bell sound. So while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. Do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture, head to toes, and say Swapatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. So take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. And following my words mentally, relax your body, please. Relax your head. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your eyes. Relax your ears. Relax your nose. Relax your upper lip. Relax your lower lip. Relax your chin. Relax your whole face muscles. Relax your teeth. Relax your tongue. Relax your mouth. Relax your throat. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your abdominal muscles and relax your chest. Relax your lungs. Relax your heart. Relax your liver. Relax your kidneys. Relax your gallbladder. Relax your pancreas. Relax your small intestine. Relax your large intestine. Relax your abdominal organs. Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. And release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. So now bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. So now allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, just recognize it, inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation, through the sensation of it. Not by visualizing, not doing anything, not make anything happen the way you want. Only by the sensation of inhalation, exhalation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Even though your mind go here and there, Your body need only the inhalation and exhalation in this very moment. So just try to settle down with it. Keep a little bit more attention and follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end of the inhalations or exhalations. Each and every inhalations and exhalations unique, has its own character, behavior. Some become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. So be aware about it. Calming down your body, inhalations happens. Calming down your body, exhalations happens. Calming down your mind, inhalation happens. Calming down your mind, exhalation happens. Calming down, inhalations happen, calming down, exhalations happen. Your body, your mind, your breathing, interdepending, integrating. So drop all the methods, patterns, knowledge, or the techniques. Just be with the moment of experience and see the change happening itself. With any sensation arise with the inhalation or exhalation or in your body. So whatever you recognize, in that recognition, see the change happening with the subject and object both. What you observe or recognize, and the recognizer and the observer. It's all change moment by moment. Just try to see that. So drop your mental image, your identity. Just be with only the experience and see the change. It is not you observe the change, because observer is the result of the change. You are the result of the change. What you recognize, your consciousness, your awareness, it itself the shadow of the change. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Being suave, frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, I think you are enough matured to understand the very nature of this human life. And it is not about this pandemic situation that we go through, even your whole life, that the things you already experience show you what is the very nature of life. You no need to read any books, or you no need to listen to any Dhamma talks to understand the real life, because what you experience is the real life, and what you see is the real life. There is nothing beyond that life. And if you come back after 100 years, 1,000 years, even eons by eons, when you come back, the same kind of nature you will experience in different ways. It may come in a different event, but the same nature. So we have seen many people died with this disease. And before that, we have seen the tsunami came, earthquake happens, and terrorist attacks, shooting happens, accidents happens, plane crash happened, plane disappeared. You have seen many, many events. And you have to understand, this keep happening all the time. This never going to change. So when you come back after 1,000 years, these things will keep happening. But the thing is, why we cannot see this reality like this way? Because you already have seen it in your samsaric journey. In your previous lives, you already have seen that. But still, you didn't recognize this is the very nature of life. You start to, whatever you see, out of that experience, you build up another desire on it, rather than getting the lesson and recognizing the nature. Look at the Prince Siddhartha. And he saw a sick person, old person, and dead person. And he understood the very nature of life. And then he started to look how I can get out of this, how I can stop this. So you already have seen these things more than him, because he, after 29 years, he just saw one day. But look at you. You have seen this all your life. But still, our mind somewhere else. Why this happened to us like this way? Why we cannot see it? The very reason is, remember this very carefully. When your mind interferes with the desire, you cannot see. So as example, when you are in love with something or somebody, you cannot see the reality. So they say that, see, when someone, even the child to elder person, so if the person in love with something or somebody, how they think, how they talk, they think this is forever. And they think, oh, this happened even in the past. Oh, this is going to happen even in the future. Oh, this is forever going to be like this. You know how young, this boys, girls, when they get, into affairs, what they say, oh, we used to, maybe in our previous life, we used to be like, oh, forever we will be like this. So if you give some toys to children, if they love with the toys, and they think this is forever. And for an elder person, the same, that whatever they love, with the little things, when they get old, they start to become very limited to little material things. And they start to build up their dream around that little material world. So then it becomes a kind of like real for them to be there forever. So when you are in love, when there is a desire, when the mind interferes with the desire, you cannot see the reality. So then the practicing meditation is one way that you slowly clear your mind from the desires. So that the desire means this material and the sensual desires with the self-centered mind to looking for satisfaction. So then what in the very first level, you cannot just cut it down. In the very first level, you have to put a higher purpose on it. There is a way that you have to develop the mind, because the mind itself came out of the desires. So then how by mind you cannot destroy it. So then you have to go step by step. In the beginning, you have to develop all the profitable skills, and you have to put a higher purpose in it. You have to put a higher desire on it. And then step by step, you have to develop. So in that development, that the meditation is one of the most powerful method that you can become clear yourself. So when it comes to meditation, that there are two ways this our body and mind happen. So when it comes to awareness, so the method of awareness happen in your mind. And there is a method of prana, method of energy happening in your body. So see, even that without your awareness, the body can happen. So the body, there is a way that the body keep happening. So anapanasati, or contemplating inhalation, exhalation, is kind of like you bring these two together. Method of awareness and method of prana. The method of the mind and method of body, you bring together. You need to come to one point. If your method of awareness goes somewhere else, if the method of prana or the method of physical body goes somewhere else, you cannot do this. So in the very first level, that you have to come together, body and mind. That is the method that we practice, which we call the samatha, tranquility meditation. You tranquilize your body and mind together. Once these two things come together and it become one, and when it become one, that you recognizing the experiencer and the experience, both one. So we think in the most way, we think it is two things. There is somebody and there is something. And that's why we develop this all the self-centered mind. And that's why we like to control things rather than understanding, rather than seeing. This all happening in your mind is the result of itself the mind. So if you try to control that, who control what? So then just be with me. When you want to control something, the controller should be stronger than whatever the object. So if the controller is the subject, it should be stronger than the object to control it. Otherwise, you cannot control. So then, if you want to control the perception, or if you want to control the life, if you want to control the world or the somebody, you have to be stronger than other person or other thing. Otherwise, you cannot control. So then, just a step back and look again. Listen this very carefully. If you are stronger than something, there's nothing to control, because you already conquered. You already strong. You are strong. You already better than it. Then what to control? See, to control yourself. That's why you have to first understand this. Get into this mind and body, rather than playing with it, rather than fighting with it, rather than resisting. You have to understand that what we keep doing sometimes, it is very wrong itself. This all sometimes it's a play of words. It's a game of words. That's why from the ancient time, people hold the wisdom or the knowledge by language. But when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, it's nothing to do with the language. You already have inbuilt power to understand this. Only thing is you have to bring your awareness to the moment. You have to put the higher purpose on the desires, rather than fighting with it, rather than controlling it, rather than resisting it. Bring a higher purpose on the top of the desire and slowly convert it, transform it, divert it to that direction. King Satya Gavesi, King Kusala Gavesi. What is the looking for? What is the truth? What is profitable? Rather than going away from things, pushing away things. If you come to a point, when something happens, if you start to look, what is the truth behind this? Then it itself, that event itself become a part of your wisdom. Then there is nothing to resist, because it helps you to learn. So this is a method. Remember this method when it comes to the Vipassana level. This is a different method. So in the world, this is what. If somebody does something wrong, it's a really bad thing happen. It's a really wrong thing. No. So then in the conventional world, what the world does, get the person, beat that person, punish that person, criticize that person because he did something bad. So that's the very conventional world. But there is another way. When somebody did something bad, and of course, that person needs to pay for that in conventional world. But if your mind can tune to seeing that event and see how it happened like that way, why it happened like that way. You're not going to focus to the person. You're going to focus to the whole event and see the bottom of it. Why this happened like this? Then you totally going to different level of understanding. See, the conventional world, when somebody did something wrong, and go and punish that person. And the world, the generations to generations, people used to do that. But by the time when the development of the awareness took us to different level to understand the world, when something happened, rather than go behind the person and you start to look how it became a bad thing, why that happened like that. So the world learn like that, and world use it to become better in the world every day. We use that method. So then you have to remember yourself also use that method to develop your profitable skill and come closer to the truth. So that way, you slowly approach to a different level of understanding. So that understanding is become more successful than controlling and holding and maintaining these old things. So that will help you to slowly purify yourself deeply. So our main purpose is purifying ourselves. Why you have to purify yourself? So the thing is this, that we have desire to accumulate, gain things. And now that with your bodily, verbally, mentally action, whatever you create, and out of that creation, you gaining things to you. And visibly, invisibly it is happening. Another way it is, we can call the word karma. So then we deeply repeating this inside us. You always keep gaining things. So the purifying is the way that slowly you start to release from it. And that's why it's kind of like the method that use in the basic way, with the material words. When you start to give, you start to practice generosity. So remember, when you practice generosity, try to practice to give what you like. The mostly sometimes people give what they don't like. No, our purpose is, of course, whatever you give, there's a benefit out of it. But our purpose is, out of giving, we're trying to purify ourselves. We're not trying to kind of like clean up ourselves and keep all the valuable things and put that all the unvaluable things out. So your generosity, practicing generosity is not kind of like a garage sale. We don't practice like that way. So then when it comes to your life, you have to remember, you have to give what you like. Why? Because what you like, you accumulate. So you start to practice from that in a material world. And then At the same time, with your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, you're trying to develop some profitable skills. You start to do what is good for you and what is good for others. So that way, that whatever the environment you live in, become more comfortable for each and everyone. So otherwise, it is not you completely forgetting yourself and totally sacrifice everything to others. No. Then it can take you to suffering. So then in the material world, when you give what you like. And when it comes to your personal life, with your bodily, verbally, mentally actions, always you perform that actions, whatever good for you and whatever good for others. So this both ways help you to purify deeply inside you. And it will take you to a point to make you free deeply inside rather than accumulate. But still you are in the process. But you are now in the higher level of process. And then the third level is you come to tranquility state. In a certain level, your body, your mind, you come to a place and settle down and you stay in the moment without doing any action. And that is one of the best way to purify yourself. So then, when it comes to the Buddha's teaching, it's just not the practicing generosity in the outside world, in even developing only the profitable skills is not enough. You have to come to a point to develop your tranquility state. We do this everything focusing towards that. Because tranquility state will neutralize your all the karmic path for a certain time period. Remember this body that in day-to-day life you eat, you sleep, you drink, and you do most of other things to satisfy this body. And you work so hard and you do all the things to bring the comfort to your body in a conventional life. That is what the happiness. You look for the physical comfort. And look at even the science, technology, machines, this all the algorithm and everything. Build up this or everything to bring the comfort to our life. And that is what we name as success. In a certain way, of course. We're not going to argue with that. But there's something. Even though you give this everything to your body, just imagine you give the best food, best comfort, best water and the drink and everything, and the best people around us, everything best. Like in society. You go for all the best around you. There's nothing beyond to achieve. But still, your body doesn't care about it. The body is need the breathing. So then come to a point. Drop that everything, all this material accumulation outside. Just let your body to settle down with the breathing. You will say, that is the moment your body going to be completely 100% satisfied. Your body can be more comfortable with the inhalation exhalations than any other thing in this material world. Just imagine you lying down in the best comfortable bed on this earth, but still, how about little bit if you cannot inhale or exhale, what will happen? You are living in the most expensive house or the mansion, the dream house in this world. But how about little bit, you cannot breathe, what will happen to you? You will jump out of that bed or the mansion and you go looking for breathing. So then it is available for you. Look, it is free. It is there. But are you enjoying it? Are you allow your body to have that moment? So that's why when it comes to tranquility state, the deeper, the bottom level of satisfaction you can touch in that very moment. The method of awareness, the method of the prana or the energy or this physical body harmonize, and in that very moment, what you feel not going to be equal to this, all the material things, even you accumulated to one place and blend and you bring it as a cup of sauce, it's not going to be equal to that body and mind harmony. So then just experience that little bit. Because once when you experience that, in that very moment, you stop all the karma, the patterns, the methods, habits, everything, whatever keep happening behind you, you stop for a moment. So otherwise you are in that current always. So come to that stop. In that very moment, you will experience kind of like you are nobody. There was a Sufi master, and in a small kingdom, and each and everybody knows each other. So this Sufi master went to this kingdom, and there was a festival. So he was a newcomer for this kingdom, and everybody looked at him. And somebody went to this Sufi master and asked, "Are you a minister?" "No, I am more than that." "Oh." Then somebody came later and asked, "I never saw you. Are you an advisor for our king?" "No, I am more than that." Then somebody came and asked, "We never saw you. If you are not the minister, if you are not the advisor, are you a prince?" "No, I am more than that." So then again somebody came and asked, "Are you a king from another kingdom?" "No, I am more than that." And then the king came and asked, "If you are not a minister, if you are not from this village, even the ordinary person, you are not an advisor, you are not a prince, if you are not a king." And the king got so mad and asked, "Are you the god?" The Sufi master told, "No, I am more than that." So then the king got a little bit more mad and told, beyond the God, there is no one." Then the Sufi master told, That is I am. So it's like that. Our name, our form, our identity, this everything we hold in this conventional life, and it is relative. So with that, this comparison, we keep going. But when it comes to tranquility state, you find something totally different than what you experience in this conventional world with our mind. You need that. So once you reach to that conventional satisfaction with the tranquility state, not with achieving and gaining something. Once you reach to that tranquility state, in that very moment you will recognize the experience itself, the shadow of experience. So your consciousness is the result of the perception, your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, consciousness. So your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind happening out of the perception. Because this eye is not just the physical eye. When the light or the pictures, the colors come to this eye, that is where when the process happening, that is where you experience this eye. That is what brings your eye consciousness. So then, if this outside things not here, your eye not going to happen like that way. So then, even the outside here, if this physical eye not here, then the process of seeing not going to happen. So then, this both need you. So that's mean the outside world and inside experience is not different from anything. So then your consciousness, then I am, the me, is itself the result of what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you feel. So then what you feel, hear, smell, taste, these things is not solid. It itself always changes according to the base with the four elements: heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. So then your experience change moment by moment. Out of that experience, whatever the experiencer rise, that experiencer cannot be permanent. So if you experience, the perception change itself moment by moment, and out of that perception, out of that experience, if the experiencer arise, that experiencer cannot be permanent. So when you come to the tranquility state, when the mind becomes calm and sharp and clear, you're going to recognize that. Once you recognize that, what is that? The experiencer is happening because of the experience, and when the experience change and the experiencer cannot be permanent, so when you recognize that, whatever the history that you accumulated, going to destroy, erase. That is where all the karma going to end. That is the day you're going to transform this conventional life to your eternal life. That is the day you can experience your liberation, your transformation, the ultimate bliss of Nibbana. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi dīghāyuko bhava. Ettavata ca ammihi sampadam punya sampadan. Sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammanga savakkaya vahang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu.